everyone, I'm TIANTIAN Zhou from NetEast Media Group. Thanks to White Square, I could get this opportunity to give this presentation and share some knowledge that NetEast has learned when we are cultivating in advertising industry. So here come up with my theme of today's sharing, content marketing. Through its growth and changes in this upgrade process, I would like to lead you to enjoy a brand new journey. So first, we started with a little background of advertising history. I do understand that everyone knows them well, but I would like to provide a new perspective of those masterpieces. At the early stage of advertising, the main point of it is to make the information exchange easily and effectively, especially among the elite groups. For example, as we all know, the first ad in this world was about a motor carriage. Advertising in this stage was served for top class of the society. To some extent, they communicated by advertising, so that the main content of an ad during this period was focusing more on the introduction of new products. Usually, the ad was presented in paper version with letters. So for people who are uneducated, the content would be difficult for them to read. And when it came to the radio and the television era, the advertising had been changed in terms of its target audience, the content itself, and the way how it had been diffused. Instead of focusing on the upper class merely, due to the popularization of those electric appliances, advertising extended its audience base and started to broadcast to the public. Since it's usually presented in audios or frames on television, more and more ordinary people could understand its content. In this case, the major job for the ads is not only about the introduction of the product's function, but also a propaganda of its benefits. And then we stepped into the internet era where the content system has countered a huge revolution. With the development of technology, the interest-oriented push function enables the ad to target the complete society as its audience. And the way it has been presented to the public was in various applications, websites, and even in other types of forms on our daily use devices, such as cell phones and computers. The ad could be presented in diverse modes. Take the digital commercial for an instance. Many internet celebrities would like to use their fame and popularity to sell merchandise to their fans. In return, some fans, once they were audiences, could also create a derived video to criticize or compliment the original one as a reviewer. Thus, on the internet community, people were able to switch their role-playing in the virtuality. Sometimes they were bystanders, while maybe next second they became a content producer. Based on the above analysis, here comes up with an idea of content marketing called the 3P principle. This principle is not like a scientific concept. Instead, it's much more closer to a description about the change and the growth that we found through our experience. The 3P stands for people, property, and the position. People means that the audience whom content marketing targets at has been switched from the elites to the masses. The content is no longer the thing only served for the top class of the society. Instead, it starts to face the public and to convey brand image and culture to the entire community. Property here, you can consider it as the form of the content. Like the first ad we just talked about, the form of it is an article. And for the radio and television period, the form should be the audio or frames on TV. And in the internet era, the property could be a post or a short video. The property of content marketing is including the things above, but not limited to a video, a book, and all the virtual elements and the physical materials. The transformation of properties of content marketing is from integrity to fragment. They were used to be presented in whole, but now audiences accept them in short version, so that they can rapidly be understood and catch the attention of their target people. Along with this idea, the position of audience in content marketing also has changed from bystander to participant. People are no longer standing outside and just watching the media to deliver the content. Now they are standing in the active position as a participant, a creator, and a communicator to generate the content that can bring a lot of impact on the market. So let's dig in the 3P principle and to see how they imply the growth and the change of content marketing. Firstly, with the development of technology in the internet industry, the audience of media is no longer aiming at the upper class of the society. The masses have become the major group of target objects. From the statistics of NetEase, there are 72% Chinese getting a new identity as internet users in 2021. They come into contact with the internet that more than 1,174 million people would like to browse online and comment on current issues as active users. Most people are addicted and spend more than 6 hours a day in various applications. Based on that, we can get a common sense here that if we want to succeed in content marketing, we should be aware of the change of our target group and understand their needs in advance. We need to find the truth about what content the masses are interested in and makes them stick so much to those applications. Along with it, we realized that in 2021, China saw its number of online audio-visual users expanding to 944 million, of whom 300 million had become special netizens because they also record the moments of their lives as content creators of various online audio-visual applications. In that case, the design of those applications should also consider the needs of target people. Based on the idea of being aware of users' psychology, NetEase has launched many good examples in content creations. The first one we are going to look at is the one that focuses on ordinary people's insights on their lives, and by demonstrating the detail of personal lifestyles to get a resonance with other target people. In this campaign, NetEase designs a series of posters where ordinary people, to some extent, have become different types of famous heroes and heroines. For example, in the first one, the man is taking the subway as a normal person, but sharing his complaints about the overwhelming price in Beijing's real estate in a clever way, which provokes a strong agreement among people, and the man could be entitled as a Superman of ironic metaphors. Same as the lady in library, she unfolds the secret why Chinese people love having a cover on their mobile phones by saying, because we are used to be told to have a cover for our textbooks in order to protect them when we were young. And at this moment, she could be considered as a versatile advisor due to her funny, logical, talented comments. The aim of this campaign is to show how people express their attitudes in different situations of their lives, and encourage people to share their interesting reflections on their lives. The second event of NetEase the content marketing is about the social issues that concerns everyone. It's another topic that the masses would be like to know more about. COVID-19 is a worldwide problem that tons of healthcare workers try their best to solve it. In order to record the efforts and commend the noble spirits of them, NetEase Health China invents some typical doctors and volunteers who worked constantly in their position and fought bravely against the disease. Through those videos, with first-person observation to discover the real workplaces of those people and feel the sincerity of their souls as a healthcare worker. In this event, NetEase shows different frames, such as their smiling faces with the steps of protecting clothing, and their conversations and arguments always about how to save more people from COVID-19. As for ordinary audiences, even though it is impossible for them to touch the authentic occasions of COVID-19, it still relates to their lives deeply, and they are apt to learn more about this serious situation. In this case, NetEase generate this content definitely helps our audience erase the distance between them and healthcare workers. Eventually, we got a succeed in this campaign, which has been viewed by users over 426 million times. To attract our masses, not only should we learn more about our users' psychology, but also fit their needs in use. NetEase News has its individual applications for users to browse and to know what happened around them every day and every moment. To be as more convenient as possible for our users, NetEase News constantly modifies the design of the application and the special function of each button and link to make sure that users could have incredible experience when they interact and entertain with this app. For example, nowadays people love watching short videos and update their personal videos to catch the attention. In this regard, we combine short video creating and uploading function within the homepage of our application in UI design, so that people can share their videos quickly when they suddenly come up with some funny ideas. Also, a big data system can accurately collect statistics of our users' habits. It enables us to send our interest-oriented push for our users in needs. All of those slight adjustments are served for our users in convenience and make them stay on our content world. Of course, this audience-oriented instruction makes sense. According to our data, we find that the monthly active users has been increased 19% in 2021 compared to the same month in 2020. And we also get a significant increase of daily active users in the past 6 months, a great rise of 20% over the beginning of 2021. It's a really important number because in China, who wins the more attention of netizens will occupy the more initiative in the market and have more space for experiment in innovative content creations. In that case, the more active users we have, the more elaborate blueprint of content marketing we can portray, because those users can indicate the most popular trend of contemporary market, which will help greatly in our content marketing. Luckily, thanks to our audience-oriented principle, our users' time length in our app has reached to 110 minutes in a daily average. Thus, comparing with other mass media, NetEase gets a wonderful success in terms of the expansion of user space as top one in 2021. With the growth of content marketing industry, not only the audience group has been changed, the property of content also has its revolution. The way how a content can be presented to the public has been switched from integrity to fragment. A famous Chinese author Ma Yuan has a popular saying, classic narrative fiction, like poetic drama, is turning into museum art. In fact, it reflects a real condition that the presentation of content is no longer as a long and complete version. Instead, it becomes fragmentary and presented in pieces. Because nowadays Chinese people live in a fast pace of life, those pieces of information will not interrupt their normal routine, and it is easy for them to get entertained in a short interval time. Along with that, the way to convey those contents also has been changed. So in Chinese Spring Festival, it's a good time for those theaters to earn money. However, also due to the COVID-19 prevention policy, all the shopping malls and entertainment stores have to close the door. But those movies still need to release in order to return money. So some commercial films choose to give priority to the internet launch. And one of them gets over 630 million yuan, that equals to over $100 million at net profit. It's a big trend not only for a brand new profit model for film industry, but also a good example for the change of media resources in content marketing. NetEase also provides different pieces of content property to counter the demand of our users. 2 important content departments of NetEase have launched the same forms of content presentation. Short video. NetEase Avenue is a department that aims to be the encyclopedias of short videos in knowledge industry by collecting and gathering all scientific knowledge bloggers. Recently, it outcomes a short video series about Chinese countryside areas to explore greatness of their traditional food. As for NetEase Finance, another big content-generated channel in NetEase News. Instead of producing a long series of documentary, it prefers to make a short version of videos within 5 minutes to discover the benefits caused by city reconstruction. This type of content presentation helps users to visually understand the relation between economy and city development and the necessity of city reconstruction programs. People who are busy on dealing with their own business now, because of the fragmentary way of content presentation, they are able to accept the knowledge and information more conveniently and timely. Accept the message from the outside world. People's hobbies are also separated in pieces. One of the most famous entertaining products of NetEase is its interactive H5. NetEase Data, one of the most popular independent studios among young people, is the expert in interactive design. Data can constantly create a viral H5 that spreads badly due to its stylish design and attractive user interactions. This two cell phone screenshot one atom, H5, is an extremely popular content presentation since it also suggests only single one topic that young people can most resonate with, like pets, music, favorite restaurants, and intimate relationships. Another popular independent studio of NetEase is called Sansan. It can be considered as a IP factory of NetEase because it creates lots of derivative products like toys, stickers, shopping bags, and any items that you can imagine in your reality. The name Sansan is also a character of its IP with an image of an adorable sheep. Therefore, the property of a content in terms of the way how it's presented is various, and it cannot be limited into a short video, a cute toy, or even a small piece of message. But all aside, the aims of this new fragmentary form of content presentation is to help users get what they want quickly and accurately. So does the media resources. Inside, we have our own universe of communication. There are 5 major internal departments with NetEase universe, including games, cultural creativity, news, music, and laughter arts. Under them, there are various channels and independent studios like Dada Sansan that we just talked about. Each branch of this NetEase content universe is responsible for connecting this specific area to the entire content market as a bridge. It not only distributes the message and organizes a community for people in the same traits, but it also helps small groups to find where they belong, which is an important point in our content marketing strategy. As for the external media resources, NetEase gets many cooperators. They are professional in different areas of the entire market, so we will pick the specific platform to be our partner when we plan to push further of our content marketing strategy. For example, we would like to work with TikTok to advertise our short video programs because its users are interested in those short pieces of visual expressions. As what I talked about previously, when we released the series of short documentary of city reconstructions, we got a great succeed with the cooperation with TikTok. The number of total user views is over 160 million, and more than 66 million people discussed about the hashtag of city reconstruction and left their comments actively. Well, when the content is a piece of message in letters, it's time for us to work with Weibo, which is the Chinese version of Twitter, or Laughter, which is a great community for young people, especially the AGCN fans. They interact with each other, co-create an exhibition with Weibo about animations, which helps Laughter earn an influential frame among young people. So far, in the NetEase universe, more than 20 media platforms are our partners. We have over 350 million netizens in our world. And through our efforts, we created and will continue to create digital content IP to enrich our content universe. The last aspect of 3P principle is position. Position is a point of view for audience in content marketing, a role that they play in content marketing, and a limited identity that they can barely get rid of. They were used to be a bystander and a watcher who can only passively accept the content that media convey to them. But now, with the change and growth of the content marketing, their position has switched and their initiative rights has been promoted. They are no longer bystanders. Instead, they become the core participants in every corner of content marketing. They can be a creator, a planner in content creation. This change contributes to the content industry in traditional upgrades and innovative creations. As for the traditional content, allowing users to be the participants could apply profound meaning to the content and provide an immersive experience to users as well. For example, in Chinese Spring Festival in 2021, NetEase Culture Creativity Department implemented a special event for people who work outside their hometown. Chinese prefer to come back home in Spring Festival, like a Christmas Day for Western people. However, because of COVID-19, people couldn't spend time with their families. NetEase Cultural Creativity Department decorated the carriage of Beijing subway with people's comments about their daily life and interesting interactions with their families. The aim of this event is to spread the warmth from people and return to others. When people saw those lovely conversations, they can feel the happiness, which can also comfort their loneliness away from hometowns. Another example from NetEase Cultural Creativity Department also makes sense. It took fallen leaves as the theme to reconstruct the street where most people would pass by when they went to work. This art street exhibition was fantastic, in a hope of that people could feel the beauty of life through the autumn scenery and learn to catch the little beauty around them, to cherish life sincerely and to explore the meaning of life with their own understanding. Here is another example of upgrading traditional content by the change of people's position in content marketing as participants. NetEase Technology Channel has an ACE program called the Future Conference. It's an avenue conference where those professionals will attend and discuss together about the new development and achievement of technology industry. And in the conference held last December, we tried something new. We launched that conference in a virtual space by a new platform of NetEase called ZHOU. ZHOU live streaming conference combines virtuality and reality. In ZHOU, users can have a strong sense of interaction and initiative. It provided a virtual conference theme where people could create and customize their own characters to interact with each other. From their first-person perspective, they could get an incredible immersive experience by hanging around. Along with this idea of developing NetEase the virtual system, we also believe that offering an initiative position to our users can benefit to the creation of innovative content in terms of virtual characters, NFT, and immersive virtual scenes. In Future Conference that we just talked about is a good example of virtual character, and in NetEase, we not only enable our users to visit a conference event in Metaverse, but we also embed the different styles into virtual characters, such as fashion models, traditional Chinese style models, and models of ACG. Users can find their lifestyle and create their personal image in virtual reality. The ZHOU, which provided a great platform for the Future Conference, is a system created by NetEase to support and serve for immersive scene. Thanks to the vivid technology, we can mix the reality scenes and refine them with our imagination and preferences in virtual space. When it comes to NFT, it's a new type of commercial products that can break the limits of old business system and start a new wave of digital trading and artworks. Within NetEase chain, users can create, buy, and comment on any NFT they like. It's an independent space for them to communicate their understanding of arts and business. At the end of my sharing, I would like to review the basic idea and the meaning of 3P principle to platform and brand. People ask for a platform could be the content partners who can constantly produce various content for the platform to support its operation. So that partner could be another platforms or the active users of this platform. And for a brand, people are the one who help the brand to build its image and culture. So what content those people create for the brand is the best introduction that the brand shows to the market. The property is the different versions of digital elements created by people in virtual reality. It could be anything people can imagine as long as the technology allows it to exist. Along with this idea, the more property people create, the more valuable the brand worth will be. And for position, the change of users' position enables a platform to have more possibilities to construct their stylish and innovative thing for users. Will allows a brand to generate its own complete supply chain to enhance its commercial value in the market. Finally, all the growth and change of content marketing is to improve immersive experiences of our users and to make them stay in our content space. This is the most important step because our users are the base of the entire NetEase universe. This is all my today's sharing about. Thank you for your time and attention. Hope you all enjoy this journey well. Thank you.